And good evening, everyone. Time to get going with the old game stream. And of course, I'm not hearing any audio, so let me see what's going on there. Because this certainly cannot be good. Why am I hearing no audio? That should fix it. There we go. Okay. Alright, picking up where I left off on Monday with my Vampyr stream. Apologies for being a little late today. I knew that was going to be a problem when I moved up my stream start time. But I decided it would be better to be a little late every now and then than just give up and not be able to stream at all, because starting so late was also causing a problem. So, anyway, let's move ahead with this bad boy. When last we left, I had taken a job in the hospital. I took a nap, leveled up, and kind of left it there. I didn't really talk to people around the hospital. So I'll have to do that some today. I literally got in bed, leveled up, and called it good. Alright, what do I need to do? I need to analyze his blood, and then I got something happening in the garden. So this is my crafting tutorial. Need to analyze the components I found, unlock new recipes. Click on the to analyze. I can do that. And I have enough components to improve one of my weapons. I think I'm going to upgrade this one, because it's my new weapon and does the most damage. It's a little slower, but... Okay, upgrade the new level. Required ingredients. Inflict more damage, also gain customization slots. I keep forgetting I have to hold it down. So I can customize by increasing the damage or by absorbing blood points. I don't really know enough of what I'm doing yet to know which one I want to commit to. Because it looks like an either-or kind of thing.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have... so much time now.
Well, I did just rest in the hospital. So I'm going to go out and do this other quest. I'm going to get to the backyard garden. Camera's almost too fluid for me. to get that way. Can't get through that door.
It's locked, all right. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh, if they find somebody, we're all dead. It's not forever. Oh, looks like they found somebody. Milton and Pippa forever. I hope neither one of those was Milton or Pippa. Not that I really care, but I would feel bad. Back the wallet to its owner. Do I even have a wallet? I guess maybe that's what is the wallet. Maybe I shouldn't go in here. I wouldn't want to catch something. You win this time. Would. I've sworn that shimmered. Alright, what's my map say? I can't go in unless I'm invited. Ah, screw you two. Door's open. Looks like an invitation to me.
It's locked, all right.
So they don't even trust me. Who are you?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious
Yes.
to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Yes. Yes, indeed I do.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
New citizen investigation. This tab to open the local investigation menu. Well, I'll protect you, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to eat you. Start a new citizen quest by tracking it with left mouse button, and then access your map to locate the area to explore. Fair enough. That's tracked. I guess I can only do one at a time. Okay. Well, I'm working on his at the moment. I'll do hers in a bit. Guess I still need more hints for those.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Disgust on every street.
We need more nurses.
The daily routine.
Nurses are so underappreciated. What's your story, dude?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Not get any pain meds for him?
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Yes,
I'm
clearly
fine.
he does.
Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
I'd like to, but the game won't let me.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Crazy lady go.
So
I got a hint about her.
What of my own life?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire doctor.
No, I'm the vampire doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Alright, what am I looking for? A wallet to its owner. Why couldn't this game let me scroll in and out to zoom? Nope. Gotta move my fingers off the keys.
Still standing after this epidemic.
That can't be right. What's the ambulance driver do?
Good evening,
Didn't
Milton.
remember
Good
his
evening,
name.
Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your
Well, not
wallet
that good a news.
with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Alright, sounds good. Take care.
Goodbye, Milton.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
Alright, what else have I got happening here? His is done. Now let's work on hers. Who's spying on Thelma? And I'm guessing it's not Louise.
If only I were young again. Just a dozen years.
I'll risk it. Button. Wow, he killed me fast. And I was healed up and everything. Alright, let's try that again. No wonder. He's level 18, I'm level 5. Waypoints on this map suck. Do I have another one somewhere up here? Yes.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Maybe this is one of them. Let me steal your stuff.
It's locked.
You got the key?
Good evening.
Give me the key.
I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead. A colleague? Are you a doctor too? Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
So it was more sanitary to stick them out here?
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, Doctor. But perhaps it is because I, too, am used to the smell of the dead.
Nope, can't mesmerize him.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Yeah, she's got no worries.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay.
I'm not sure if that actually skipped it or if I managed to do something wrong. Alright, I'll leave you to it.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
That door is locked. I say I was hoping for more action in this game. There's just way too much talking.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Did I get a hint? Nope, guess not.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Does that marker keep going away when I'm trying to follow it? Loot the dead man's pockets. Who the guy I just talked to? No, he is.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me.
So it keeps pointing me back that way, but as soon as I go that way, the marker disappears. Does it want me to go down here? Can't get down there. But they were supposed to bring this guy up. So you got the vampire senses going, but I'm not getting anything from them. And all it's going to do is keep sending me back out there. This is annoying. It sounds like it wants me to find the guard. I'll be honest, I'm kind of bored by this game.
I will not let you down, my boy.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
The dialogue options don't really fit. What can I do for you? Thank you.
They may lack the resources, but we have some of the most brilliant minds in London at Pembroke.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I haven't learned anything new.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count. I wish I could say the same for the others.
Already talked to him. He's got nothing for me. Already looted the corpses.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd.
Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Well, screw you too.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served
Dedicated,
in the war just like you.
But poor.
But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
I think he just
Dr.
did.
Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
All right, take it easy.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
And then I'm going to murder you. Bottle of gin. That's just what I need. They burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Use of strong sedatives. Endures severe pain. The flames are still burning under the skin. Got a dose of white phosphorus. I'm tired of looking for Thelma's people. I know that I have enough to upgrade anything. Rage. Hey, Kay. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little bored with this game. It's too much talk and not enough biting.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor. I've patience to attend.
Yeah, the combat is kind of iffy. You got something for me?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
No
what
antiseptics.
Type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
See, there's nothing more exciting in a vampire game than hunting down common household chemicals to make disinfectant. I mean, you know, if that doesn't scream Demon of the Night, I don't know what does. Plus, this map completely sucks. And navigation is beyond wonky. Can you scroll in and out? Nope. You gotta use keyboard. And just kind of hope you have your cursor in the right place when it zooms in. And this other quest I'd been trying to do for ages that's marked right here. I mean, that's the marker, and it shows me a marker on my compass on the HUD, but as soon as I get in the area, the marker disappears, and there's nothing there to do. Because this lady thinks she's a vampire. See, this marker right here tells me go 44 meters. And when I go there and end up out in this courtyard, the marker goes away. And there is nobody to be dealt with. I mean, there's this guy, but I've already questioned him.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
The door is locked and I can't get to him. But I've already questioned him. He's just watching over the morgue out here. Marker's still on the map. I've been all around the area. It's gone from my HUD.
I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife.
So now I'll just move on with the main quest. And as soon as I leave the area, that marker comes back. So this must be the morgue building, which the map kind of indicates. But does it tell me where to go to get into it? No. So I'll just wander around till I find a door. Wander around till I find a door that's unlocked. Now, I can turn into a mist and teleport when the game allows it. I just can't do it at will. Because, see, it would be real convenient to hop up on the roof that way. Ah, there's the designated door. Hey, Timmy, thanks for the follow. I do appreciate it. Find me a glass vial. Alright, need ferrous tartrate, quinine, and sodium hypochlorite. I need to go in here and turn off the damn Thelma quest. Because I'm tired of looking at it. Lord of Darkness, watch me scavenge for supplies. And steel quarters. Uh-oh. Someone I can attack. And use my vampire powers on, finally.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
And now I can loot everything in sight. Here's my glass vial. My quinine. Some quarters. People just leaving quarters all around the place. Looks like those bullets didn't do you any good.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
If I play this game much longer, I'm gonna need alcohol. I do love that power, though.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
This door was locked, right? Looks like it doesn't even count as a door. Maybe it's an elevator. Uh-oh. There's a vampire about. This must be the basement. Oh, lots of people down here.
These scowls lead from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Oops. Rip. He does. It's really annoying. And he says the same things over and over again. Used up a lot of my stamina there. Next one's over there. Ha! Killed him outright. Here, another one. So far, the vampire senses and that cloud of blood skill are the coolest things about the game. More quarters. And the occasional being able to teleport when the game decides I can. There's one in there.
It's locked, all right.
Let's see. Acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Ooh, I can directly absorb blood. It's not the button I meant to press. So now I don't have to stun them and bite them to get some blood refreshed. Well, he's not going anywhere. It's just the blood stain on the floor, I think. Yep.
ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
I have no idea,
so
quite honestly. But as far as the map goes, that is not what I wanted. Now I scroll around the map. I don't even know if I can scroll around the map. I moved like this. Okay, that makes sense. I started down here. I came up here. Got my hideout there, over to here, and then that brought me to here. And that's where I stopped last night, and then I just restarted in this district. So, I mean, I've got this entire area unexplored. I don't know why it gave me that. I'm kind of regretting it, quite honestly. I mean, I got a good deal on it, so I didn't spend a lot of money. Green Man Gaming had a big sale on it. So I got it cheap. But I was honestly hoping for more action in this game, and it's just all been talking and looking around for shit.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
And the combat is so wonky that it's very easy to get killed. And if you choose to try to be a good vampire and not kill all the citizens, and keep in mind that killing the citizens will make the district's health level deteriorate. So if you try not to kill them, you hurt yourself by not getting as much XP to level up. I mean, you can eat rats. Ah, it's gonna let me teleport. See, that's cool, but I can only do it when the game says, okay, here you can teleport. Yeah, I'm starting to think my plan to try to hide among mortals and not cause a disruption by making people disappear all over the place is a bad idea. Where do I need to go to craft? Oh, look, I'm off the map somewhere. Also, there's no jump button. That's very annoying. I can dash. But I can't jump. I saw something shimmering. Suck it. No pun intended. Damn it. blood to hit him with my ability. And I died. Yep, blood of citizens, the fastest way to evolve. So be good if you want to gimp yourself. Damn it. I just can't take on two at a time. Not two at my level. Well, screw up. I'm going home. I'm going to get out and level up. Steal some more quarters first. I don't remember which way my office is. I just started working here yesterday. I haven't learned the layout. Alright. Let's craft something. Does my plant need watering?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
All right. So I need to analyze this. Damn it. Quest tracker went away. What am I doing? Craft treatment for fatigue. It would be nice if it still told me that up there. Alright, I've done that. Take it to Dorothy Crane. Steal more of my own quarters. Is it telling me down? Yes.
But the suffering continues.
Please don't.
See, nothing in that helped me look for Dorothy Crane.
You always knew the words.
Just happened to know
Finally,
that's
you've
her.
returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this
Where did the
patient here
sound
needs
go?
immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
I guess that was my headphones. Which is odd because even though they're cordless, they're plugged in.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances,
Citizen's Blood will give you a massive XP boost. So, kill them all. I mean, what good is a morality system if the game penalizes you for not making use of it?
Please, Jonathan, come in.
I'm not a big fan of GTA. I
Fascinating,
wanted to
is it
be,
not? In the last
but
decade, so many mysteries
ultimately
have
I'm
been
not.
brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
And GTA Online
You,
is
my
just
friend,
full of
have
cheaters.
a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm a supernatural being who does nothing but look around to loot things.
There's no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Is there anything in your office to steal before I go? It doesn't look... Nope, there's some. It's the warning letter. Oh, Dr. Aykroyd, always trying to play it safe. My office is down here, and I'm going to rest to evolve. Yeah, I really, at this point, wish I hadn't spent the money on GTA. Hey, I've got a back door to come and go. I'll try to remember that. The online thing is just full of hackers. The game takes forever to load, no matter what you do. And it's just not that fun. Alright, what have I got? 1400 XP? What can I buy? Hold a little more blood. I hate to spend 1,000 points on this. I don't have 1,300 to spend on the self-heal. It would be nice to have a second vampire power. I'm gonna go for it. to lose an entire day to upgrade my skills. Alright, Kay, take care. I think that's going to do it for my stream tonight anyway. I mean, it's 9 o'clock, and I'm very bored of this game anyway. So, I think I'm going to end it here. It's a good stopping place. Friday night's going to be Friday Night Fortnite. Gonna play Save the World on Fortnite nights from now on. Take it easy, Kate. Enjoying the PvE version of Fortnite more than I'm enjoying the PvP version, though I play the PvP mode all the time anyway. It's just the PvE version. It's just a certain zen to destroying everything and looting the world. So I'm getting a lot of fun out of that. I think I'm going to stream that for Fortnite nights. Monday night, not going to play this. Not sure what I'm going to play yet, but I'll think of something. And then be back here on next Thursday with... it's going to start Telltale's next Walking Dead. I think it's Walking Dead and Michonne. Because I need to start burning through those in time for the next chapter of the main Walking Dead story. So I've timed it out, and it should all work out so that if I play a chapter a week, I'll be done just in time as the first part of the next chapter of the main story is released. Anyway, it's going to do it tonight. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.